Today I've got something special for all you homeschool families with middle and high school students. Today we're diving into my top 3 low-cost and even free resources that will give your teens the tools they need for independent learning, all while keeping your budget intact. Whether you're looking for creative lesson ideas, financial literacy tools, or unique learning opportunities, I got you covered. Let's jump right in. Before we get going, be sure you are properly warmed up, be sure you have subscribed and liked this video. All right, you guys, let's get started. First up, let's talk about unit studies. These are an amazing way to teach a variety of subjects while focusing on one major theme. For this, I love using resources from Teachers Pay Teachers, TPT. They have a wide selection of printable unit studies, perfect for middle and high schoolers. You can search for exactly what you need based on state standards and a variety of other filters just to make sure you're getting exactly what you need for your kiddo. What's great about TPT is that these resources are created by experienced educators and also fellow homeschoolers, ensuring that they're practical and well-structured. Something to keep in mind here is that as our students grow, they gain more independence, and these ready-made unit studies really support that process. Personally, I've done this with book studies and historical periods. We've used David from History for the Ages, as well as lots of novel studies from TPT to help my kids continue exploring in a more independent way. And after each chapter or unit or section in the study, we'll have a sit down and catch up and make sure that they're doing okay, hear what they have questions about, and just make sure that we're addressing any gaps. And as we look over their work, then we can kind of continue moving on. It's a great process. Another tool I'm really excited to use is Beyond Personal Finance. Their curriculum is a financial literacy tool that teaches teens real-world skills like budgeting, taxes, and saving money. These skills I find, personally, way more useful than calculus for most of our kids, right? So check out some of these more life skills-y type tools if you're looking to make some subs there. Some other amazing options are Udemy and Outschool and India.com. These platforms offer flexible and affordable and sometimes even free courses on just about any topic you can imagine. Whether your child wants a deep dive into coding, art, or history, or you need help with a subject that you're just not confident teaching, this is what I've done, these platforms provide short-term, semester-long, or even year-long classes to fit your needs. Check those out. I've also got a few discounts in the description below for those websites, so make sure you check those out. And this is actually the perfect place to mention the sponsor of this video, BeEducation. Is your student struggling with their AP courses? Are they considering attempting the exam this year? Get the support you need to succeed in your AP classes this year with BeEducation's expert tutoring services and group study classes. The AP program is a great way for your students to demonstrate to colleges that your student is working at an advanced level and is university ready. BeEducation and tutoring.org can help. Their AP classes are designed to help students master the content and skills necessary to excel on their AP exams. Classes are led by AP authorized teachers and experienced AP graders who know the ins and outs of the AP program. They have year-long study group classes, which give students the chance to ask questions and get support from content to question types. In March, they also have focused review classes for students preparing for exams. They even offer officially AP authorized year-long courses for homeschoolers who would like the AP designation on their transcript. Here are some of the benefits from their AP programs: experienced and knowledgeable AP teachers, small class sizes for personalized attention, flexible scheduling to fit your needs, affordable rates, and proven results. Contact BeEducation today to learn more about their AP tutoring services and to enroll in a class or schedule a private tutor. Head to beeducationandtutoring.org. Thanks again to BeEducation for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to my second tool for middle and high school homeschoolers. Okay, next up is Nearpod and Flocabulary. These are 2 fantastic tools that'll transform your homeschooling experience, I promise. While Flocabulary is a paid service, I think it's really worth it. There's a lot you can do with it. Nearpod offers free accounts that allow students to take control of their learning and use student-paced lessons or live lessons to work through the material. These lessons are fantastic for exploration of a topic Especially if you're not really familiar with building your own curriculum from scratch, there are thousands of pre-made lessons in there developed by licensed educators, so you know you're getting a great deal when you're looking at these lessons. With Nearpod, you can search lessons based on state education standards, which helps you stay on track without spending a fortune on curriculum. It's a great way to introduce your child to topics at their own pace without having to invest in multiple expensive resources. To do this, I set up a Google Doc for my kids. Each of them has a list of things that they can work on. A lot of times I'll put a date, Monday through Thursday is when we do homeschool. So I'll list out the dates and I'll put the link to the student-paced lesson they need to complete. It's really simple for them to navigate and use, and it's really easy for me because it helps me know what they're supposed to be working on so I can check in with them on it. I can also edit those pre-made lessons that I mentioned if there's something I want to tweak or an activity that I want to add in or take out. And yes, this is all free. I've got a whole playlist on how I use Nearpod, both in my online classes, but also as a homeschooling parent. Flocabulary is a fantastic tool for providing multiple ways to study a topic, okay? Some kids just need to hear the material wrapped to them. I don't know, but I've seen it in action and it's true, okay? I love that Flocab has fun tools like Lyric Lab. This is where after they watch a content video, they're gonna go into the Lyric Lab and they have all their vocabulary that they learned about. Let's say it's simple machines or something. So they've got wedge, pulley, fulcrum, all those words, right? And they need to use at least 2 of them in a stanza of like 4 lines, and then they need to rhyme those ending words. Now, that can be tricky. That is a very complex cognitive task, okay? But the cool part is that Flocabulary gives them that scaffolding they need with potential rhyming words. So it'll give them a little word bank that they can choose from. Super cool, very fun, and a great way for kids to practice that new vocabulary, as well as answering quiz questions and doing some other activities in there. Fantastic tool across all the content areas, not just vocabulary lists, although those are in there, but math, science, social studies, current events, fantastic for middle and high school. We're going to talk about the real world learning opportunities that middle and high schoolers can engage in. I'm going to spit out a few different examples here, but they're just really to get your wheels turning, okay? If you hear some of these ideas and you think, oh, I could do that, but with this twist, please take that and run. That's the idea behind this, because there is really, the sky's the limit here, okay? One example of something that I've seen a homeschool family do is allowing their child to finish a topic and then begin their Etsy shop. It was kind of an incentive to finish what they were working on, and once they finished that, they could move on to building this Etsy shop. Now, this kid had a craft in mind and they were gonna sell their products on there. It's a really good hands-on way to teach those business skills, responsibility, creativity, all while potentially earning some extra money, although that's not the goal here. I've heard of this being done as like a loan type setup. So maybe the parent can loan the child $10, $20 to set up their account. There's a small cost involved with setting it up, and then each listing has like a under $1 cost to put up on the website. But that's to get started, and then as they start to earn, they can pay back their loan. But there is a little bit of a incentive to get going, to get productive, to get profitable pretty quickly on there. All of this will be paid back once the shop is generating income, but you can imagine all the life lessons learned there. Another idea is encouraging them to start a YouTube channel or a podcast. This teaches valuable lessons in content creation, marketing, public speaking. It's not just about the academic side of things. It's about developing skills they can use in their future careers. Remember, you have the option to limit the viewing audience via privacy controls, right? So take a deep breath. So even if you don't want your child's face out there on the internet for everyone to see, you can limit it and then maybe share it just with family or just with friends, right? Consider using this for younger learners until you're confident that you'd like to share the content that they're creating with a wider audience. That's a really cool idea. They can learn all those tech skills of editing and content creation with those 2 options. One more on this point is volunteering. Please don't underestimate the value of volunteering. Local organizations like churches, community centers, and co-ops, they often have positions where teens can give back while learning. Check in with your local chamber of commerce if you have one, and try to see what your teen might be interested in. This really builds character, work ethic, responsibility, and real-world work experience, all while being cost-free to you. Pretty cool. So there we have it, my top 3 best low-cost and free homeschool resources for middle and high school students. These resources will not only help your teens become more independent learners, but also equip them with essential life skills that go beyond the classroom. That's really our goal, right? So if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button and be sure you're subscribed for more homeschooling tips and resources. Drop a comment below if you've tried any of these already, or if you have another budget-friendly suggestion to share with the community. Again, if you've got a high schooler looking to get into those AP classes, be sure to check out today's sponsor, BeEducation. You can find them at beeducationandtutoring.org. That's beeducationandtutoring.org, and learn more about the ways that they're supporting AP students and their families. If nobody's told you yet today, you guys, thank you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. It's really important. Happy teaching.